think their tri-core scale is kind of good again. Again, if the Dawn Void get really farmed in this game alongside the Troll, I think their draft looks a lot better to me.
Sure.
But that's really execution-based. And I think Boom's lineup has a lot of damage to throw around, but it also kind of lacks a little control in itself. Like, you have Sven to jump, but I don't think of Sven as a control hero because he's kind of just going in and trying to kill somebody. You got Tiny, and then you have Doom Timber. And Doom Timber are really good damage dealers that want a stunner, and all you got's that Tiny. And if this Tiny goes this Solar Crest build again, he's useless. I do not think this is the game for it. Like, there's no clear Solar Crest target. I think Tim's will go with Blink Dagger this game and just play for more control, tossing people in. And then I think the lineup functions a lot better, but you're a little dependent on the Tiny here. The other route is Armel just snowballs out of control, which we saw in game 2, right? He won that lane. Yeah. Solo killed him. Timber is a hero where if that happens, he can take the game over a lot more. That could be a little scary here for Wildcard, but otherwise I kind of like what Wildcard got going on. I think their lineup synergy looks better to me than Boom's, barring the Troll can actually play Dota.
That is always the question with Troll. You said it's looked good in the games that you've seen here on this road to the International.
Yeah, honestly, it looked pretty good.
Why has it looked good?
Just does a lot of damage. The game pace is a lot better for him than some of the previous metas.
Right, things have slowed down a lot.
Yeah, like you're not getting pushed down. There's less Crimson Pipe type heroes you have to fight into.
Sure.
The meta's more about just sticking on big core targets, bringing them down. That's where Troll excels. A lot of objective focused team fighting. Troll's pretty good at that. He gives you Tormentor, he gives you Roche. His laning's fine, but it's not dominating. But that's good for this meta because no one's really running lanes over. So you don't need some crazy laning carry like Luna tri-lanes and this, you know, whatever shenanigans, safe lane Furion. I don't know. I think it's not really about him being better. It's just the meta being better for him. That's how I put it.
Okay. I can dig that.
He might also have good carry matchups right now. Like a lot of the carries people are playing, I think he has good matchups against a lot of the melee carry pool right now. And the ranged carries are generally good against him because you have the gap close, but outside of like Medusa, you can kind of take the fight to a lot of those dudes. Like if you latch on with ult, even to like SFTA, you kind of just kill them in like BKB ulti. There's nothing they can do.
Well, breaking down the lanes, it is going to be an offlane matchup that is hard for Boom Esports. Double melee versus double ranged. Troll and Zeus. Zeus with his Livewire facet is one of these range heroes that does this extra bit of damage, really abuses the melee matchups that he can frequently be against. So this is going to be difficult, but a good thing they got the creep equilibrium back to their favor, so that will really help deal with things. Similarly, Wildcard did manage to do the same thing in their offlane.
Very even start across the board.
And the mid matchup, I think the Void Spirit wins this matchup a little bit on CS, but do you disagree with that?
No, Timber wins this lane.
Okay.
I mean, Void can win the early waves, but I don't think he can. I don't think Void can win the lane. He can draw it, maybe?
Yeah.
Like, pretty reliably draw it?
Spammed out their spells,
yeah, I think
but
so.
they both live, and I thought Void Spirit was able to do more damage since they nerfed Timbersaw's damage a few patches ago.
I think the Timber 6 is stronger than the Void 6.
Okay.
But the Void builds the vessel, so...
Oh, nice snap.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
That was a cool use of the Remnant.
I think it just comes down to probably who sends supports mid and ruins the matchup more.
Sure. Well, at least initially, the Timbersaw is getting a decent lead in denies.
That's what Boom want to see. They want to have Armel lead this game for them. Wildcard CSing well across the board. Doom is the one suffering out of everybody here. Just not getting a lot against that double range lane top. Fight for the Lotus.
Double stack on Lotus, but Fate is going to contest here. The glimpse back onto Jackie, and well, he's going to take out to the Thunder Strike. Bignum will not die to that final hit. They bait it in, they get the kill, and they get the Lotus. Big win for Wildcard.
Where were the stick charges?
Maybe he figured he was dead no matter what, since the Sven got sent back and he was kind of sandwiched.
He was definitely not dead no matter what. I think he kills Disruptor there.
Yeah. You think nerves are getting to him?
Maybe.
Maybe.
It's the pressure of playing against Speed. Your boy Speed.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Speed here.
He found a lot of farm last game. It might be a reason. Like, I think he prefers a style where he can play a 5 that
Scales
farms
up.
and scales.
Yeah, because he's traditionally an offlane.
Right.
So
this Zeus will probably fit that style pretty well, and then they put this Disruptor on Mignum again. Kind of him playing the 5.
Ooh, missed the Remnant there. Still got the Water Rune away from Armel. So that is still a win for RCY.
6 heroes mid at 4 minutes. Guys, it's not the power room. You can chill a little bit. Got him. Live wire.
It's funny because I feel like the matchup between these two heroes isn't that dependent on the Water Runes, but maybe so.
Well, if you deny one out, it's big.
Sure. Glimpse back, a long glimpse. That's going to do a bit of damage with the Blood Grenade. Fate's already used most of his spells. Another Starbreaker is coming back up, but he has been separated, so. Decent punish, though, for the easy camp pull.
Oh, he baited him out, plus 20. Easy money.
Mel actually getting a bit low here. That Water Rune,
though.
He does have shield coming up.
Yeah, losing the rune hurt him a lot there. He is winning the CS battle. Got that going for him. Take a quick trip to base. It's still Jab suffering out of all the core heroes. Just a tough lane to stand on.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Jackie's not having much more fun in terms of getting his health bar burned. Lane equilibrium down here has been a big problem for Boom. John Well has just not been able to control the pulls, lost the Lotus battle. All those little things going the Disruptor's way means Fade gets to hold this lane up here and free farm a lot easier.
Yeah, pulling the lane back is good for both offlaners, but for Boom, it's just to stay alive on Jabs. If it ever pushes forward, Hurricane away, it's not good enough. If the lane is ever pushed out, he is in danger, particularly if Bignum's going to be making rotations like that.
Now, this is what you want to have happen in this Troll Tube matchup. You want to win the parts in the game where the matchup's better for you. That's the laning phase. It's the mid game where if the Doom goes in and dooms somebody else, you can join the fight and clean up. Got to make the most of these little opportunities.
Gamson tips RCY, who won the rune contest there. Got the 50-50 to his side and a regen rune.
This is a very clean start for Wildcard.
It is.
They're bringing it in this game 3. All the pressure's on. Now, I did talk about game 3 Armel.
You did. You said you literally can't beat him.
You cannot beat game 3 Armel. It just doesn't happen, man. So we might see it. We might see the beast unleashed here. Can't spell beast without C, Austin.
That is a very good one.
But saving that all year for the big show, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wisdom contest, they're gonna get it here. Only question is, do you get a little more, or does Armel punish you? No, everybody just runs away. Lost Wisdom Shrine.
Man, you win the lanes into a double Shrine pickup.
Juicy.
It's going to make this next 5 minutes very difficult, where Wildcard have their level 6s on their supports, and boom. I mean, we've seen it before. You may not get your 6 until 11, 12, 13 minutes in.
If they can keep putting pressure on this troll lane, kicking the Doom out, they have deep wards behind it, they have Solar Guardian to back it up. They can do a lot of damage up here. They're trying to all-in Armel.
Dropped him with the Remnant into Solar Guardian from FaZe. Very nice setup. That's what we were talking about in the draft, right? They have good setup to make sure the Solar Guardian lands early when it has that longer channel time.
They just have good synergy around these skirmishes. They even saw that ward. Should get the D ward.
Yeah, doesn't have the mana for it, so Bignum will drop the Sentry.
Good XP for him. Another power rune for the Void Spirit. A big kill on this Timbersaw. I think this is a tough early game for Boom to play. They just don't have the early spell power here. They need a lot of levels to come online. They need Doom. They need more levels on the Timber. The Tiny Pugna are going to have a slow game because they lost Wisdom Shrines especially. Like, you're looking at level 3 Pugna, 8.5 minutes. Not impacting the game too much. You're a level away from the Doom. All these little skirmish timings are just far away for Boom, and that means Wildcard have a big opening to exploit right now. They can keep combining their cores, getting glimpses off, bringing speed for some extra damage. This early game's looking good for him. Just trying to give Tims anything here. This guy is... He's having a rough one. Level 3. About to get rougher.
Well, whatever his build is for this game, it's not coming in anytime soon.
No, he's going to have a lot of time to think about it, at least.
That's true. RCY wants to take the little hard camp stack here. And they have this nice aggressive ward on the Doom, potentially. They want to invade a second time with this Invis rune. Ooh, this is going to sting. Jabs is just trying to get his level 6. Okay, looks like he's gotten the heads up, though.
He can tell. Sniffed him out.
He did. A little drawing there on the triangle. Good scan.
It's a big gank to dodge. That would have been so much momentum for this Void Spirit.
Yeah.
And all their vision is prioritized around there. That's the third obs they put in that top dire triangle or radiant triangle area. One expired to the right of that tier 1 top. There's still one to the left. And now there's one on that outpost. Double sentry to block the camp/D ward that area. Huge vision investment for Wildcard up there. That is the area they want to play in. They want to let Fade play alone on the Dawnbreaker, him Solar Guardian into the fights up here. Continue to fight around the Troll and Void Spirit going in first. This is the pressure point. So every time you can dodge that pressure up there, it's a big win.
And when you have a laning phase advantage, usually the best way for the losing team to come back is through stacks, right? You've got both a Sven and a Timbersaw who are very proficient in clearing through ancient stacks. And the control over this side of the map could be crucial in keeping Boom down. But D-Ward successfully found. High ground ward and the sentry blocking out the ancient camp will both be taken away.
It's a nice little lead for Wildcard. Let's see if they can transition it into anything. Doom is available, though.
Yeah.
So you got to be careful about overextending with some of these cores.
Vlad's build-up, interesting for the Dawnbreaker, trying to enable the...
I like that, actually, yeah.
The Troll, and I mean, even the Void Spirit, Universal Hero.
Yeah, super good for these cores.
Junwell, who is just trying to hold this tower as best he could, but invested gank from Wildcard, 3 heroes, and 4th, with Yamsen coming through the gate to take the tower, will guarantee that this tier 1 falls.
Perfect rotation. Charges for the urn. Catapult's still alive. Yamsen gets involved, dodges that Doom timing top. Wildcard just making better moves right now. It feels like we have not seen a solid move out of Boom in a long time in this series.
Yeah.
Like since game 1 almost.
Yep.
Game 2 is super defensive. This game is also pretty slow and defensive. You have a bunch of just, 0x0 stat lines, 0 kills on the board.
Sven, you get spotted there by the Disruptor, did not opt to try and go for a glimpse. Now, the vision being placed aggressively in the jungle area, as they're going to let the Dawnbreaker sit alone up top. Feels like this is where Boom got a punish. You can't afford to just let Fade soak creep wave after creep wave.
I don't think you can force Doom him, though, unless you bring a lot of people.
I mean,
he's tanky.
Timbersaw wrapping around is still a threat.
But he is tanky. He's got 1,600 HP. Wildcard will TP into here, and they have Glimpse to punish you on dives. I don't know. I would rather look for the mid play. I would rather look for the Doom connection on the Void Spirit. If you like bait and overextension or contest a power rune, he has a haste right now, but you can Doom and you're just losing mid tower. Troll Battle Fury Troll's hitting Ancients right now. You're losing mid tower and you're not killing top. Something's got to change here for Boom. I guess you can trade it out a little with the Pugna, but...
Dude, especially if Fade just manages to take this creep wave off the tower. They're defending top and getting everything else on the map.
This is way too much. They're even going to TP the Disruptor top, looking for the Glimpse play.
Pull him away from RCY. RCY, who has a haste rune, is bold. He can dive past this tier 1 tower. There really is not that much of a threat. They got the Glimpse pick off on Junwell in the top lane, so both supports will die on Boom.
They're just getting picked off. I think Jabs had the right idea of you bait that Void Spirit dive, you Doom him. That was the play I was looking for, but he was a little slow to the play. And then you got the Glimpse top, so you get the double pick off. Zeus ult gives some vision. Speed getting a couple assists. He's starting to farm up. It's going to become a 4th core in this game.
And the Vlads may delay the Aghanim Scepter a little bit, but the way Fade is getting farm.
Is NA doing it, Austin?
NA is...
Are they just going to take out C from this event? Like,
you know, pump the brakes a little bit here. They win here. They still have yet another series to go to avoid elimination.
Vessel's done for the Void Spirit. We still haven't seen a kill from Boom. 15 minutes.
Yeah, 0 kills in 14 minutes. Boom Esports. This is not the run at you Dota.
No. This is a slow game from them. I tell you, it does not feel good playing these games where you don't have at least one kill. Some mental thing just weighs on you. Even if the net worth is even, you just feel like it's not going your way.
Yeah, run at them until they die, said Armel. That's clearly not happening in this game 2 and 3. John Well does manage to get off the Nether Ward before he is jumped. It'll do a bit of damage, but he's clearly dead. Bignum, the glimpse back. Did not glimpse back Armel, but now the Dawnbreaker Solar Guardian's going to bail out Bignum and put Tim's in some trouble. And he TPs away. Stop him! The lightning bolt stops it. Meanwhile, the Doom, it's almost ticked out here. Does RCY get away with a step? He's got to dissimulate. He's still got a step. He's making the run. Armel, he had his
got canceled.
He managed to get out of Chakram. That's not good enough.
And Yamson here to take some names. The Troll on the Sven.
The Sven locked down. Troll enters into the team fight and walks away with 322 gold and a tower last hit. He is rich now. Him and Fade both hitting the 8K marker now.
What a sequence for Wildcard. So many little spell interactions went right for them there. Again, they find the Pugna first. They take him out of the fight. That's the green light for these cores to go in and find big targets. You get that Troll Sven connection at the very end. RCY survives the Doom. There was no extra lockdown to help Jabs find that kill. And that cancel on the Timber Chain. I thought that was going to be awkward with glimpsing that Timber back and RCY heading straight into him, but team bailed him out. Perfect coordination straight into Roshan with the Vlads to pump up the Troll. Everything is lining up here for Wildcard in this game 3, and you still haven't gotten a kill. Complete shutout, 16 minutes in. And meanwhile, you got Speedrunner around. He's like dewarding the map with these bolts too.
Yep.
So every time you lose a fight, this Zeus is just getting some extra value, killing your vision. Can't see anything.
The vision has been a problem for Boom.
Dude, Tim's just cannot farm anything for this Blink.
He's just not having a game.
No space, no vision.
He was so crucial to Boom and their early lead in this series. In game 1, he had a fantastic game. Game 2s and 3s, it's just a no-show.
They're doing a really good job punishing this Tiny. Just not letting him farm up for free. Boom, right. They're in trouble in this game. They've got to find some way to get a couple big kills, use this Doom, get the Sven involved.
Lotus first item on Timber Saw, is that really? I just feel like that's not an item that's going to make a huge impact here. Trying to catch Timber Saw, see if they can get a glimpse on him. John Well's already dead. They know it. Bignum searching for the +1.
Almost got him.
Yeah, he almost did.
Yeah, I'm also not convinced by his Timber build. Like, you pick mid Timber Saw and he goes Phase Boots Lotus.
Yeah, like Kaya Sanj Blink was the builds of previous mid Timber Saws where you just get in there and blow up some heroes.
I mean, is Lotus even that important in this game? Like, what are you Lotusing?
Yeah, there's not many single target spells. You're getting rid of the lockdown of Troll, but he might just re-ensnare you again.
It's for the Vessel, but I don't know if a Vessel is enough to justify you going Lotus in a game where you kind of have to be a Giga Chad. Like, this just feels too defensive to me. I mean, yeah, if he Vessels you and you can Lotus it off, it's great, but RCY can also just go and kill other people in the fight, and then you're just a Lotus Timber. Your offensive potential is a lot worse. I'm not convinced by this. I might make it work, but it does not look pretty. Like, that inventory does not look pretty to me. I don't even know what hero that looks like, but it's not the Timber Saw I know.
Yeah. Aghanim's done.
Oh, amp damage
for
boy.
the Dawnbreaker, and amp damage. Everything that Wildcard could hope for. Their troll is going to be jumping. Here comes that Solar Guardian. They still drop their Doom on him. The heals won't make a difference. They got him inside the Static Storm. The silence isn't helping one bit, though. Wildcard cannot commit inside of that Static Storm. They'll just have to retreat. The bait on the troll doesn't work out at all.
They have to do him there. If he gets ult off, that fight can go pretty bad pretty quickly. But a nice pickup for Boom. Exactly what they're looking for. Some good core kills with the Doom.
Jackie. Not right now. He's going to make a Tumbler Toy jump away, and he is outside the range of the glimpse. He will not be caught here in the triangle.
Hey, nice little set of plays for Boom. Dodge a gank, get a big kill, get that tower top, win a team fight. Get rid of this amp damage.
Yeah, they still haven't managed to make use of this Aegis yet.
I mean, that's kind of their game plan in general. Is like just doom this troll, kill him, and remove that big damage source from Wildcard. That's another reason I felt like if these two other cores for Wildcard can have a good game and scale up beside him, it's going to be easier for them to play into the Doom. And that is what's happening. So they're in a solid position to make that a reality.
As we said, Tim's had some time to make his decision on the item builds. John Wells going to be kicked off again. This time, Tim's is going to go Blink Dagger, and he almost has it.
Yeah, killing the troll really helped him out. Killing the tower, gets to farm some waves because the pressure's alleviated. Finally, this Tiny gets a chance to play Dota.
He TPs away before he can be caught by the gate play here of Wildcard. But of course, Wildcard, there's more than just kills to be had on this side of the map. Go for the Tormentor. That troll is very good at doing for him.
Now, Ward scouted this, but no Doom, no chance to respond. Speed?
He's fine, he's fine.
He gets the shard, too. That is some, that's juicy.
Fine.
That's real juicy.
This is not a 9-class Zeus. Got the shard off the Tormentor.
I feel so good for him.
Yeah, he's like, sorry guys, I got this lightning, man, so I gotta use it. I gotta hit some of these neutrals.
I mean, it farms fast. That thing goes to work. See you later.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Now back to the Kaya-Sange. The Aegis has worn out. RCY does almost have an Aghanim Scepter. That'll be very disruptive, particularly for the Pugna and the Timber Saw.
That messes the whole team because they're not going to have early BKBs in this game. Even if you land silence on Doom when he's going into to Doom your troll, for example, it could be impactful in these early fights.
Sure.
I guess Jabs will have the earliest BKB here. So that's something. Did go the Helm plus the Midas build plus the Max Devour. He is greening it up and farming his way back in this game. Disgusting.
Disgusting.
And imagine going up to a camp, dominating one creep, Midas in the other, and then devouring the third. Like, what? That's not Dota, man. That's just... You're just playing Farming Simulator or something.
Yeah. Well, that's what Dota is to some people. All right, with that Ags timing, Wildcard likely to make a smoke play here. I guess every play is kind of a smoke play when you know they don't have vision, which is something the Zeus gives you. A line of sentries plus a lightning bolt here or there.
That's a sneaky ward. Got to play some sneaky wards against the Zeus here. Well, just convert it into a tier 2. If you're not going to fight, we'll start taking some buildings.
Get that Helm of Dom creep while the Doom is inside the base. You give up on it. Go for the tier 2.
I think if you're Wildcard, you want to start thinking about how to protect your troll in this game a little bit.
Yeah.
Like some Linken's Lotus Orbs would be really good. Because Doom is really the only thing you care about in terms of the teamfight interaction for the most part.
Pick one. Linken's or Lotus. Which one is better for you?
I mean, Linken's is better for the hero. You're more concerned about the troll not getting doomed than reflecting it, but you know, either's fine here. You can win a fight if you reflect the doom. The troll still deals some damage. Your other two cores carry it. They don't really have anyone who's going to build it, though, because I think, again, the other two cores want to scale as well. It's another way around it. You can just say, all right, Troll's going to get doomed in this game, whatever. We have 3 carries. Can't doom them all. They're going to have double Solar Crest as well.
I still don't love how much this game has slowed down.
Yeah, the lead has not grown at all. Boom controlled the Aegis period pretty well. And got to their tiny blink. Now they have their items to go look for fights, start stuff on their terms. They get that initial combo plus toss into a Doom. That's just a 1-team fight. Not much you can do about that.
They've got 1 kill in 24 minutes, a 4,000 net worth lead.
Well, a lot of that is, you know, Sven has not been touched. Doom has Midas, Dom, Devour. A little artificial gold going their way.
Yeah.
But they have not been taken off the map. There's some truth in that.
Well, Wildcard did do Roshan so early that Roshan number 2 might be a fine timing for taking the rest of these outer towers. But Boom, at this point, they will be fight ready for the mid game. They've got a BKB on the Sven, they've got a Blink Dagger on the Doom, they've got a Blink Dagger on the Tiny, they've got the initiation. They're not stronger in team fights, but maybe they can cobble together the right initiation, the right source of spells.
Roche is available. It's also going top here, which feels a little better for Wildcard given the map state, I want to say. They took the first one up top. I mean, it's closer to Radiant Outpost, but...
I thought it would have been better bottom because they already took the tier 2 bottom.
I just think
there's still this tier 1 off lane, tier 2 mid.
I don't know, man. I always think that, but whenever I play Dota, I think this top Roche just feels better to take. Like, in general.
Like the setup around the Roshan pit is better.
Almost for both teams in a weird way. I hate taking bottom Roche. I love taking top Roche. Maybe it's just because that's where it used to be. So it's like implanted in my brain.
Yeah. You're like, this is unnatural.
It is a little bit.
Bottom right Roshan? Well, if an old enough school player, then maybe bottom right Roshan is where you feel most at home.
Haste rune in the river. Gonna get baited.
Loitering on this low ground, but they bait out the haste rune, and they take it away from Armel, and Armel already on half HP. Yamsen does manage to get off the BKB. The Solar Guardian lands. Look at all the heals from the low ground. The Pugna is bailing out this Timbersaw who's stuck there. Meanwhile, though, on the side, the Tiny does go down, and there's still low HP heroes on Boom. They turn back around with the BKB on Jackie, but he can't fight into the Troll. Not now, not this early, and Armel is swept off his feet as RCY runs him down with another astral step that trips him up. A long fall, down to the fountain he goes. Tiny with the buyback gives Boom number 4 to contest, but they do not have the strength to do so. BKB, God Strength being used. Just no way to fight for this.
Not the way you want to start a fight. Getting baited on that rune with your biggest damage dealer. You find the Doom connection on the Troll, but Solar Guardian breaks that entire sequence up. And that's the issue. You have to land Doom plus some sort of control on him, and it's just all in the Tiny. Great freight from John Well with heals on the backside.
It's closer and closer. Closer and closer.
Hey there.
John Well.
It's your boy Speed. I'm coming for you.
He does manage to get away. I mean, I would say waste some time, but it's not like that was important time for the heroes involved. Yamsen was busy taking Roshan and has another Aegis. So
that's such a good Aegis. Every time you can put Aegis on Troll in this game, oof.
That's the way to beat the Doom versus Troll matchup.
Oh yeah. What? They're still chasing.
They're still chasing this.
Oh, he got him. He got him. He's getting farmed, dude. Like this Zeus is doing some work in this game. He's getting fat, offering utility.
Radiant's top tower is falling. Radiant's top
Level 20 for the radius on the Solar Guardian, combined with a refresher that Fade is going for. That is going to be very scary. Doom, like Doom's initiation, if he's matched up against some Lincolns, he doesn't get that Doom out, and then he's walking into a Solar Guardian like that. Dangerous. Oh, they try and burst down Yamsen. Yamsen gets off his ult.
Wait.
He
got glimpsed
away. That's
what?
what Yamsen wanted. Yamsen wanted to beat that Sven down, and now he's just pulled out of position.
Oh,
he had the Aegis. It was perfectly fine
Not
for
like
him to
this.
take that hit.
Not
But
like
coming
this.
back into the second life, he has to use his BKB and run for it. Fortunately, Boom do not have the strength to kill him a second time.
They couldn't catch anything there?
I think Tim's...
I mean, you can't go on the
find
BKB
opening
troll,
there.
but
Yeah.
man, I felt like they were going to get something out of that. Still a fine sequence for them because they held Doom, but that could have been really bad for Wildcard. You got to watch these glimpse
And
outs.
damage on RCY. He's going to put this to the test. See if he can blow up the Sven. He's got him. Too much damage. RCY,
power,
cool
man.
guys don't look at explosions. Astral stepped away. Oh,
Lincoln's.
the Lincoln's block. Jabs didn't see it coming. A fresh Lincoln's denies his Doom. And in turn, he will find that his teleport doesn't work.
RCY eating up.
Speed is hunting down the Pugna every time. Mega kill streak for your boy Speed.
Dude, he's owning this game right now. Him and RCY have just put so much pressure on the Pugna. They are being really annoying. They're not easy targets for the Doom to find, especially now with that Lincoln's. Still one kill in this game for Boom. It was that troll top once. That's all you get.
One successful Doom, one blocked by a Lincoln's, one lands, but they can't finish off the troll.
This is just gonna be a sad way to go out of TI here if you're Boom. The last C hope. With one kill?
Wildcard returned the favor. A big enough lead. They force the high ground early, take an early barracks. Boom will be playing with that disadvantage for potentially the rest of their lives here on the road to TI.
What helps you in this situation? How do you get out of this hole? It feels tough. You're getting to a point similar to last game where these three cores are just all farming because they can play the map. They're going to have an overwhelming scale. Speed is finding extra farm to put utility on top of all of it. You're going to build the Lincoln Spheres here. You're going to build the Lotus Orbs. This Doom is just not going to be guaranteed forever. You're going to be able to get another Aegis on the Troll. Something's got to happen before that next Roshan spawns, basically. Like, that's Boom's window back in this game. It just does not look easy. You have, I don't know, Tim's. That's all you can do. Tim's, find something. Find something in this game with toss back. Because you're the only control. You're the only stun. You're the only initiator.
Double Yules. Very good against the troll, but also to break through the Lincolns. That's what the Doom is going to be using the Yules for, especially. Break the Lincolns, get the Doom onto this troll or Void Spirit.
That's double Ag Solar Guardian. Even if you Doom this troll through the Lincolns, you got to fight through all of this. You got to fight through that Void Spirit tearing you up. A Zeus just pumping out spells. Tall order for Jackie. Does get the Daedalus delivered. So give you some burst damage on the jump. It was level 20 as well.
I mean, I could see how potentially, like, you make that initiation, they Solar Guardian in, then Jackie jumps on top of that Solar Guardian.
He has to
Right, gets
wait.
the cleave Daedalus hit on the two of them.
That's the issue. He can't jump first. If he jumps and gets Solar Guardian,
Yeah,
he can't just tank that.
He has to wait for the Solar Guardian to go through first. Or they think it's enough damage they could burst down the troll, or at least do enough that he dies to the Doom. It's a hard decision to make.
Maybe.
And Jabs, he's going to run an RCY here. Oh, instant Solar Guardian on to 4. An opportunity, a refresh, another Solar Guardian. They killed the Void Spirit, but here comes Yamsen, and he's going to mow down Jackie, run after Tim's, go for Armel as well. A glimpse
the
back,
end.
BKB lasts just long enough. but Armel hasn't made it out yet. Speed is slowing him down. A lightning bolt to stall out the timber chain. Another attempt at a timber chain. Can he get away? He's gotten far. Big Num's glimpse up in a second here. He's almost there. Ooh, the glimmer, he's out of sight, just out of range, he's out.
You were lucky to get out of there with everybody.
But the danger is not gone yet because Yamson straight to the high ground while the Sven is dead.
I mean, I like the idea from Jabs. Get in there with the mini Ravage, give you time to go through this Lincolns. You find a big target. You have to take those opportunities, but double Solar Guardian just slam down on top of your whole team.
A fantastic and a quick reaction at that from Fade.
And now you don't have Doom. Green light for Yamson to go high ground. Doesn't need Aegis if you can't take him out.
Armel trying to draw their attention without overextending himself. 20 seconds till the Sven is back up. Wildcard will call it quits without taking the lane.
He's doing some damage. I mean, it's at least some light from Boom. They went for an aggressive play. They found another kill in this game. That's a 100% kill increase.
That's true. Man, Fade, if he gets
2-2-3 as well for the memes.
2-2-3. A perfect way for a North American and Southeast Asian matchup.
Dire are scanning.
Man, he's almost got Octarine on top of another power rune. Whisper of the Dread, Ags, Shard. RCY's got it all. 8-1 and 10. This guy is...
I kind of like Fade's idea. Originally, he was thinking about Lincolns. He Solar Guardians in, passes over the Lincolns to whoever's being targeted, then refreshes. He's got a Lincolns for himself to re-Solar Guardian.
I mean, there's a limit. Like, you don't need that many Lincolns in this game. You want to make it hard for Jabs, but he can always eventually get through it. He has a refresher of his own. You want to make sure you win the fight, regardless of whether someone gets doomed.
Fair.
I think Nullifier's still very good here. Like, I think the two Lincolns they have, perfectly good. You might get another Lincolns or Lotus later on the Zeus, but that's good enough for this game.
Yeah.
Radiant are scanning.
More damage, more scale is what's going to push you over the top here and get you this series win. But I did like that play attempt from Boom. Like, we need more of that in this game for them to come back. They've been a little defensive, a little passive. It's generally not going to win you games at TI. You have to take risks.
If you're going to go out swinging. And Boom, they'll smoke up for another offensive play, but Wildcard, they've already made their move. They've gotten on top of Jackie, the Solar Guardian. He's already at half HP. It's a grep fight. Did go out. Another force out, trying to escort Jackie to safety. They give him a little bit of heals. Fate's trying to catch up to him. Meanwhile, the Doom on the Troll. It's a good setup, especially Tim's can deliver a bit of damage. He tosses him up in the air.
Got him.
Armel, yeah, he's ticking out. He is dead. The Sven managed to get out. The carry of Wildcard dies. Jabs, he's going to try and help Armel chase down more heroes. That is all they will get. Double buybacks being used. Roshan is up. So even if Boom do not get any extra kills off of this, getting Roche, that is a massive windfall.
Oh, yeah. Amazing fight outcome for them. They finally get this Doom connection on the Troll. They get a third kill in this game. And more importantly, Tim's connects on him while he's trying to disengage. That's the important part of that sequence. You have to land the control and the Doom on one of these targets.
RCY?
No, there's no way you go.
Really gonna go for this? Nah, he's not. Throws out the remnant, sees what's up in the pit, but he's out.
Man, what a huge win for Boom in this game. Breath of life. Did refresh for the second Doom and weren't able to throw it out, but that's fine here, right? You got Aegis, you have time for that cooldown to tick. And more importantly, you took it away from Wildcard. Aegis on Troll here can end the game. So you bought yourself a lot of time. Time to farm up, try and scale back into this game. You have some pretty scary late game of your own. It's not a completely one-sided affair. And we have seen Trolls sometimes suffer in the ultra late if you can build up a lot of utility, a lot of kiting capability. Like, his burst damage jump is not going to ever be as good as this fence.
Top tower is under attack.
So you do have that on your side if you're Boom. Your jump is always going to be better. As long as you can connect. Couple blood rights going down. Pure cloaks. Of course, the 40-minute sister shroud. a very nice tier 4 neutral item, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh! Careful there, Jackie. An amp damage Yamson.
Yeah, he just re-enchants it, dude. So stupid, actually.
It is. It is.
Hey guys, I rolled Sister Shroud tier 4. It's really good.
It's so good against so many of the meta heroes too. TA.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to find something better here. Got the GPM enchantment too, so that's actually really nice for the disruptor here. Get towards that Ags.
Yeah, he has higher net worth than the other two supports of Boom.
Yeah, he kept greedy.
Of course, the Sven, or excuse me, of course, the Zeus is far ahead of the other supports in this game.
His net worth is not impactful for himself, though. It's just a matter of what he can buy for the rest of the team.
Sure.
Which, again, like that Lincoln's coming off him could be huge in this game. Another smoke here. Trying to use this Aegis. Look for that tiny jump. That is the majority of Boom's team fight. Who Tim's goes on, who he can find. Not easy to just run around the map and do it blind when Zeus has been killing your vision all game. But again, you have to have faith that you can connect.
Successful scan on Yamson.
I mean, that is the dream. That is the dream.
They're gonna walk into him.
No, he tosses the
Doom. Up on the Doom. Not what you wanted at all. Yamson gets away scot-free. What a blunder. And Tims will pay for that crime. And Grepfi goes out, but he's not live for long.
Oh,
a buyback from the Disruptor. They want to punish as Boom try and retreat. John Well, he managed to make it down to low ground, but Fade, he follows him with the Solar Guardian.
Doom on
Back
the troll.
Jackie, though, they managed to get the Doom on the troll on the second part of the team fight. Oh, and Timber Chase forward. Looks like he's going to tick out. He falls. A second life available on the Sven. This is still looking like Wildcard can win this, especially with a buyback. That teleport away. A BKB TP out. Smart move from the Sven, but Jabs will not have that same opportunity.
Might get the Void Spear here too, though.
He takes out
Man, Jabs.
an important kill because Wildcard could have maybe marched down the lane with 5. They still can with 4. Yamson, this is a bold call to try and end it after using a buyback.
I mean, that's an insane team fight from Jabs. He found both of the Prime Doom connections.
After
Absolutely
being countered by Tims.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to blame Tims. They blinked in at the exact same time.
Yeah.
They were just too fast for their own good. It's an unfortunate blunder. Could have been an amazing team fight. Jabs still salvages it somehow, but ultimately it's Yamson walking down the lane.
Do you end it here? Do you go for the Ancient?
I don't think you can go through it. I mean, you bought the troll.
Do you have enough time to get it Megas? It doesn't look like it.
No,
4 versus 4.
It's just not a situation you can get more here, even if you want to. Costly buybacks. Costly buybacks here on the side of Wildcard. That's a 1 fight for Boom. They'll take that.
It gives them a window of opportunity, but I feel like it is near impossible to take advantage of that if Wildcard just plays super safe.
The issue is Roche will be up during the troll buyback cooldown.
Yeah.
That is something Boom will have to try and take advantage of if they want to get back into this game. Because that's what they gained from that fight, is that window. If you don't end up using it, then this fight was irrelevant for you in the long run. So you will have to find a way to take advantage of that. But if you can kill this troll again and put an Aegis on Sven, put it on the Timber, I mean, still anybody's game. Doom is a very difficult hero to close games out against if he can connect the spell. That is what Wildcard should be thinking about. How do we prevent Jabs getting big Doom connections on our targets? If that happens, you will win the fight. If he finds those connections like we saw, it's very difficult to win the fight in the long term. Satanic for Jackie can also go a long way here. A lot more damage. A lot more survivability. Might even be able to survive man fighting the troll a little bit. Dare I say that? There's no Abyssal on this troll or anything like that. The 1v1 man fight actually doesn't look guaranteed for him anymore.
Tims. Maybe picked off here. Thunder God's Wrath comes too late. Tims is already blinked away to safety.
I don't know about you, but this is where Void Spirit feels different than Storm. not to go back to that draft, but
Yes.
like if this is a 5 or 6 slot Storm, I think he's cleaning up heroes in the fight. I think Void Spirit's just, the damage is a little lower for me. It's a little slower.
Yeah, and Void Spirit doesn't,
Radiant are scanning.
like, he will continue to scale through the game, but it doesn't feel like the same Void Spirit of like a year or two ago
Yeah, it's not
when these universal heroes were
not nearly as scary, dude. Like, I don't know. It kind of feels like you can ignore him a little bit, you know?
Yeah, it used to be you could like transition into a physical damage build, but look at this smoke right now. Boom.
It's a long smoke. I mean, this should be read by Wildcard. There's lanes going in. No one showed for a while. They're lingering around. They could have got caught there.
Yeah, just imagine if that smoke goes behind the tier 2, right?
Bold plays win you games at TI.
Yeah.
Can never play scared.
Either way, they make that kind of move. I appreciate it because we still go back to what you were saying. You have to take advantage of this Roshan respawn timing. It is coming up soon. They force that Roshan. Wildcard, maybe they contest, maybe they don't, but either way, that is your opportunity to win. You either get the Aegis and force the use of it, or...
I mean, you only have one Troll Light for that fight. That's what you have to abuse here for your Boom.
Yeah.
And it's a massive deal.
Spots Fade, instant BKB.
Okay.
And nothing gets through that on the side of Boom.
Yeah, can even refresh second BKB if he's in trouble.
Yeah.
You are clearing heroes out, and this Roche, 10-second
Dire are scanning.
on that timer for potential.
No buyback control and no BKB on the Dawnbreaker. This feels...
I mean, you're
If it's a fast enough Roshan, this
pray
is free.
instant spawn here.
Yeah, seriously.
Please.
The Aghanim Scepter was picked up by the Troll, so now we have some Dispels for the Decrepify, which was a problem that one time. We don't have the Shard on Sven, so this still will dispel the Warcry armor
That's a big
as
deal.
well.
Still not convinced that the Troll actually wins against Satanic here without Abyssal. That could be a problem in the long run. The extra Lincolns did get completed by Speed a little while ago, so that's also something to watch for. Might not be a Lincolns that Jabs can really play around that easily.
Yeah. They're making their initiation with a high ground ward. They quickly kill Bignum. That's a gem dropped on the ground. John Well, he'll grab it. Gets grabbed in turn by the Remnant, but it's fine. Wildcard do not want to risk getting into a brawl right now.
It's a big pickup for the vision control going into this Roche.
2 minutes left still on a buyback being available for the Troll.
Ooh.
Jabs, he is feeling feisty. They could just sit back and be like, okay, we got the pickoff that ensures Roshan, but he wanted more.
I mean, I will say something about this series. This is 2 games in a row where Boom have been down 20k plus gold, and it does not feel like it.
No, it does
It
not.
does not feel like they are that far behind. I mean, some of it is a lot of the extra gold Speed has been gathering in both those games. Like this Zeus net worth, he's 9k ahead of this Pugna. How useful is that net worth? Not that much directly. It's super dependent on can he land the clutch Lincolns to block the Doom? Can he get a good 4-staff off, right? So some of this net worth is not as impactful if it's on the court, but man, Boom have played really well from being down so much.
Thunder God's Wrath will reveal that Boom is inside the pit.
But again, this is your window. No Troll buyback for the next minute. Like, you have to force something here if you're Boom. Either you force the fight, you force the Roche.
It's
let
your
them come into
opportunity.
you.
They've
That
got a
ward,
ward in the jungle. They spotted the Troll. They go for him. They got the Doom on him. The Solar Guardian is the response. A quick refresh into Yules. That managed to get him away. The Sven, Timbersaw on top of the Troll as well. They've got the damage surely, especially if another Doom, but they don't need it. They've got him on the first life. 2 heroes die for that. Was it worth it to get the die back on the Troll? It's up to Jackie to prove that it was, and up to Jabs to get another duel, and he got that one. Now Speed, baiting a raid. He's got this Sven chasing after him. RCY tries to jump back in with the Shivas. They're cutting around this Sven, but he's getting the heals. They've got him controlled up inside the infield, but Speed gets too close. Cut down by the Sven. Fate comes in, a nullifier, but can you take this man fight against
Armel
Jackie? Armel back into play.
RCY,
Now they've got Fate.
can't get him.
RCY dies. He didn't get the pick off on the support he wanted, and now it's all falling apart for Wildcard. 2 heroes dead with no buyback.
How is Boom doing it? I don't understand. They're down so much gold. But they had such a damn good ward, and Jabs has just found jump after jump. This Croaker take on the Devour. has done so much work. He goes in, pops the mini AoE stun. It gives you time to break that Linken's with Yules or whatever you want to, and then throw that Doom down. And he just keeps finding him.
And now Wildcard will find that once again, a gigantic lead over Boom Esports will slip through their fingers. They may have clawed it back in game 2.
This is not the same game.
This is a very different game.
Yeah, this is not the same game at all. I'm not as convinced by the tri-core scaling here. Void Spirit out for that Storm is a big difference. Dawnbreaker with a refresher Ags build is great for bailing out your heroes, not great at carrying the game compared to like AC Abyssal Nightstalker, right?
Yeah, we saw the damage that the Dawnbreaker was putting into Sven. He was able to deal with that rather easily.
Yep, Jackie survived that whole thing. He was a beast in that fight. Props to John Well, though. I don't know how much healing he put into that Sven, but he was just there sucking the whole time.
And he still lived despite RCY trying to chase him down.
But that's the difference, right? If that's Storm, he's just wiping the Pugna off the map. Instead, this Void Spirit, he had trouble killing him.
Jackie,
not so easy.
Up to the high ground, 4 minutes on an Aegis.
That
Satanic, a BKB if required. He could get a swift blink if he gets enough gold off of these buildings.
Where did that lead go? Gone in the blink of an eye. Wildcard. Not again.
Jab's got it again.
He got it through.
The Lincoln's got through. He got the Doom. Can he do enough damage that the troll dies in the fountain? I don't think he did.
It's close.
Jabs will die for it.
It's really close.
He really hopes that the troll's going to take out the troll on 1 HP. He dies. Now a Solar Guardian. It's up to Fade and RCY. They get the Sven once. Can they get him twice, though? Once again, the Pugna on the back lines. It's a nuisance. RCY has to retreat. Boom. They will do similarly. They've taken the lane, and they'll reset for 2.
Wait for the next God Strength. This troll still has no buy, by the way. He bought out, doesn't have the gold. It's not about the timer anymore. The thing is, Boom don't necessarily know that.
Yeah.
They could have a read that he bought out, like with this Ags and all of that, but a little spicy to know it, and they knew the timer 100%, so they're going to play it safe here. Expect him to have buy, back off. They didn't have a God Strength to push it further anyway, but another team fight win for them. They did buy back the Doom, however. That was an expensive buy from Jabs. Trying to get back to that fight. It's now going to be Boom without big buybacks off cooldown. Another sick Doom connection from him. He got that Doom out before the Linken's from Speed. Speed a little slow to get that Linken Sphere out.
Yeah, he
had time there, I think.
Yeah, he got it like right after the Doom. He was trying to itemize for it too. I'm not sure if he actually, did he get his blink after the Linken's? He did.
Yeah, he's built correctly here. Biggest thing he can do in the fight is stop blinks or something with ult and then blink in Linken's that troll. But Jabs has just done Jabs things, man. The guy just finds openings. Level 25 support Zeus, yeah. That'll do it here. Still looking for that Disruptor Ags as well. That could be a big turning point in this game. Would give you a lot more confident initiation capabilities, but your initiation's a little limited as well. You got to go in with RCY and pull somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, not the greatest in terms of locking heroes into that Static Storm. He needs more damage as well, honestly. He needs something to pick it up here. He's looking at Parasma. That would definitely amp it up a lot.
The Linken's Octarine was great for the mid game, but now that he's got the 25, really needs the Parasma to start amping up the burst that he's providing, because it's simply not enough. It does not kill this Pugna.
They're too tanky, man. You're starting to look at the HP across these heroes with Pugna behind them. This Sven is an absolute monster. They have so many good strength heroes in this late game. 4 strength heroes. It's a lot of HP for a Void Spirit to get through.
I really want him to buy the shard on Sven. I just feel like that little bit of extra guarantee on the armor being there, like you never know when living just long enough gets you off like the Satanic.
He's got bigger priorities here, Austin. Okay.
I guess so. Trying to get the refresher next.
This man has had his back broken in these last 2 games, so let's give Jackie a little breathing room here, you know? Whatever he wants to buy, it's fine with me.
That's true. Jackie has been in their wins, a rock-solid foundation that Boom has rallied around. He did have that slip-up in Game 2, though. And that may be haunting Boom.
Yeah, but you can't the only reason that game existed was him in the first place.
That's true.
And he's had a really good performance here in this game from a very tough position. This game just got out of control really quickly. You found yourself down 20K. Not easy to pick your moments as a blink stun initiating carry. But now you have a lot more to play with. Like, you got a lot out of the last 10 minutes here. Your Tiny's way stronger. His initiations are a lot more reliable. You're getting into some of these late game power items. You're going to have buybacks available, so a lot of that pressure is gone.
Yeah, that's what Tim's buys the boots of travel for, I assume, is for him to be able to bots back into a fight later on.
Yeah, the timers are what hurts you right now, but if you can get through that.
4 minutes for the Doom. Everybody else, a minute and a half. The Troll still needs money, man.
I just feel like they need some sort of abyssal type item on somebody in this game. Because Boom are just blinking in with BKBs, just doing whatever they want. And I mean, Solar Guardian is great, but it's not instant.
You want a Dawnbreaker to build Abyssal? The old sin, Abyssals, refreshes,
I don't know. I mean, that's not really great either.
I mean, it's like 5 seconds of BKB piercing disable.
I mean, the other route is you initiate. Like, we have not seen a fight that Wildcard initiate. All these fights have been the Doom jumping.
Yes.
If you start on Boom, the game is very different. The fight's very different for your Troll. You can use the Solar Guardians aggressively. You can throw down this Ag Static Storm now and just lock that hero down, guaranteed. Throw that Nullifier on him. Pugna's not going to save him. There's a lot that can change if you can build some better initiation here and find it more consistently. That would be another route. You know, like Silver Edge Troll, for example. Maybe you're not as easy to find in Doom for Japs, right?
Yeah.
There's little items like this that can change the initiation pathways a lot.
Especially in the late game when more and more heroes are slotted up. They don't have room for Dust.
Yeah, there's no way he's going to see you. So, and you have the Zeus advantage.
True.
I think that's what you have to start thinking about, basically. It's like, how do I initiate or how do I stop Boom's initiation from being as easy as it's been? Not that it's easy, but they're finding it. So you got to put a stop to it. Game 3 Armel is here now. He's arrived. Well, he missed that one, but other than that, he's in prime shape. This Troll inventory doesn't...
It's not inspiring.
It doesn't look scary now.
It doesn't look it at all.
Looked scary 20 minutes ago.
And it's not going to change anytime soon because he's just barely getting the gold for buyback now.
I mean, he will still do damage if he can get to sit on somebody and lock them down and build up the stacks, but it's not scary.
Yeah.
So,
like the Dawnbreaker has 5,000 more net worth than the Doom, but the impact is still in favor of the Doom if he gets the successful Dooms off between the Lincolns.
almost level 30, though. That's kind of wild. How's he so high level? Just farming ancients and everything in
He just
between.
hasn't been the one to die in so many of these fights, right?
I don't know how influential 30 double talents are, but
no,
something.
Dawnbreaker, she's kind of whatever. If she had more of a right-click build, right?
Yeah, it would matter a lot
attacks, more. It would matter a lot more. But because more of a utility ult-based build.
You could also go for the 60-minute items here. You think some are going to help you more than the other team, you know?
Yeah. So I will say, if you start building up some of that right-click builds with this facet and the Starbreaker cooldown, like all of a sudden your Starbreaker's going off, like, you know, every other second. You're able to Starbreaker, you hit some heroes, Luminosity goes off, it takes less to go off, it reduces the cooldown of Starbreaker. Oh, quick jump onto Tim's. He pops the BKB. The Solar Guardian doesn't land. An Aeon Disc has already popped on Tim's, looking for the blink out, couldn't get it. RCY tags him with some damage, now stuck on the trees, no way out. Tim's will be picked off here. But does that mean that much to Wildcard?
I mean, that's
Roche is up.
He has no buy, right? Or did he get enough gold for it?
He does have buy.
Okay.
But Boom are not in a position to buy and contest for this Roshan. So
they would have to go instantly right here. They do smoke it.
Okay, maybe they will. He does have that boots of travel, remember.
They will contest this if they get there in time.
He can TP onto the mid wave.
Again, the Troll doesn't have a lot of damage. This is just not the fastest Roche.
They're passing over Lincolns to him. He's got his own Lincolns. They had to use a lot of spells to get through to successfully get this Doom onto Yamsen. Armel checking inside the pit. Chakram goes out. The roar. It stalls up Yamsen a little bit.
Kind of low.
It's about to fall. Armel, he's trying to get in there. Jabs. He's going to try and make an initiation. Aegis, it's on the ground. Looking Jabs gone. Finish it, take it away. He had to be more than good. He had to be perfect. And he outclicks the Troll. Troll down one. Jabs now with the refresh, looking for more. How much more can Boom get out of this with the Troll out of the way?
He did it again. He boomed him.
He boomed him.
Absolutely boomed him in the pit. Jabs, God, showing up in this game 3. Says, you forgot about me.
Everyone else from Wildcard somehow does manage to get out. Boom did not seem super anxious on the chase there. They got what they wanted, a Troll kill and an Aegis. Napped away from Yamsen. It was there on the ground, but
just couldn't get it.
He couldn't get it into his inventory. I think he grabbed an item that wasn't an Aegis. Refresher shard, banner, everything but the Aegis.
That's brutal. But again, it's the way the fights have been going. It's who gets the jump, and it's Boom jumping Wildcard, not the other way around. That's what's winning them these fights, and that paradigm has not been changed.
All buybacks up on Wildcard. One buyback missing.
Oh, they're just going in.
Boom, but we just go straight to it. A Solar Guardian drops on the Sven's head, and Jackie is dead already.
What?
That was not the man with the Aegis.
What was that?
Solar Guardian, what a play from Fade. Quick refresh and denies a TP away from Tim's. RCY gets the double as Boom, they trip over the finish line there. They stumble into the high ground, fall flat on their face. That was a team fight they lost without the Troll. The Troll didn't even bother hitting the buyback button.
I mean, at this point, Wildcard are fighting better without the Troll. Baiting the overextension straight into a Static Storm. That's an Ag Static. You cannot overextend into these spells without multiple lives or popping that BKB. Jackie just didn't BKB here.
No BKB.
That's the fight in a nutshell. He has BKB Satanic Refresher, gets nothing off, just all in from Static Storm.
You had
plus
dodge
the combo.
in 5 seconds, like there was no rush to that.
Baited by speed. They saw a Zeus. They thought they could kill the Zeus.
Yeah, but the Zeus is farmed.
Yeah, you're not killing this Zeus. He's got Outworld Staff.
RCY keeping Boom back.
Still an Aegis.
Troll goes to work.
Aegis on that Doom, remember that.
Armel gets in there with his BKB Axe. Solar Guardian gets dropped, does manage to hit the stun before
he's in trouble.
Armel, he's going to be locked down. Yule Scepter goes off. He goes back in. He does manage to get off a little bit of a heal, but he's in trouble. The Static Storm with the Doom going out the Axe too, but he doesn't stand a chance. Jackie, he simply doesn't seem to do enough damage. He's just going to work with that BKB. He is slamming into the Sven. Satanic versus Satanic, they're both healing. Neither one claims to go down until the Sven is finally the one to fall. No buyback there. Jabs his run down next and glimpse back into his Doom. No buyback there as well. 3 quarters.
It's over.
A GG is called, and Wildcard, they make it out. They will move on to the elimination series.
Dude, what a game 3. What a way to pull it out of